Welcome to 15 Minute Theatre, the only review show that squeezes a whole production into 900 seconds. The date is the 29th of October 2019, and we've just been to see Death of a Salesman. Open the house. Hello, Victoria Webber.
Bonjour, Gary Wildan.
How you doing?
I'm alright, thanks.
Yeah?
How are you?
I'm alright.
Yeah.
I'm feeling the weight of the world on my shoulders.
Why's that?
Well, you know, work and life and dreams and ambitions. A bit like Willie Lomas.
Who's this guy, James?
The guy from Death of a Salesman.
Get out of town.
Yeah. So, we've just been to see this play, haven't we?
We have.
Shall I give you a little fact file about it?
Well, that would be delightful.
Okay. It was written by Mr. Arthur Miller.
Classic playwright.
Directed by Marianne Elliott and Miranda Cromwell.
Two lady directors, I'm happy to hear.
Musical director, Ferry Temerwell.
That is a great name.
And the designer was Anna Fleischl.
Yeah. Yes, she was.
It's at the Piccadilly Theatre, running until the 4th of January 2020. And the runtime was 3 hours and 15 minutes.
Gosh.
Bit of an epic.
Yeah.
Vicky, would you mind to give us a synopsis, please?
Well, unfortunately, we did see this a few weeks ago, and my brain has been through a lot since then.
Yeah.
So basically, the central character is a man essentially having a breakdown and sort of pulling the rest of the family down with him. That would be my synopsis.
Oh, right, okay.
Short and...
I was zoning out, man.
sweet.
I've got to zone straight back in. I'm going to tell you a secret.
What's that?
This is my favourite play.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Yeah. I've seen it. This is the third time I've seen it.
Really?
Yeah.
Who... have you seen any other big names in it?
No, it's been too long since I remember.
Okay.
But I remember the first time I went to see it and I was blown away by it. I thought it was excellent. And I must say, I felt much the same about this version.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you think?
Yeah. I really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah?
Yeah, it didn't feel like 3 hours and 15 minutes at all.
No, it didn't. It flew by.
It really did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, the premise is that Willie Lomas is a troubled man coming to the end of his career. All his dreams and ambitions have been kind of slowly deteriorated and destroyed over the years. And he's got a terrible relationship with his sons.
Well, he was hoping, I think, that one of his sons would realise his own dreams and ambitions and feels very let down by him.
And we saw that through some dabbing.
There was some...
Is it called dabbing?
Yeah. There was some sort of slow-mo past flashback bits where they did some poses, dabbing. I can't remember the other ones now.
Ah.
I'm not sure that we're entirely making this very clear.
Well, but I thought the flashback worked very well.
Yes.
Should we talk a little bit about the performances?
Yes.
Okay, so...
Bring up the names, because
we're terrible.
We're terrible at names. So, standout performance, I think, for you, I'm going to speak on your behalf, was Sharon D. Clarke.
Oh, Sharon D. Clarke from Doctor Who.
Yeah, but we saw her in something else, didn't we?
We did. We saw her, I want to say, it was the Laundrette Mysteries.
God, what was it called?
Oh, I wish you hadn't brought that up.
We really have terrible memories at the moment, don't we?
But she was very good in that.
She was very...
And she was exceptional in this.
Yeah, really good. I really like her.
Yeah, I also thought the children, Biff and Happy, were excellent as well.
Yes, very much.
In fact, everybody was brilliant. But should we spend a little time talking about...
Wendell Pierce?
Yes.
Yeah, so he was Bunk in The Wire.
Mm-hmm.
So people who are familiar with The Wire will be familiar with him.
I only watch theatre and film.
Okay, you don't. But yeah, he was great. He had very much sort of started off very big and got bigger.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of there was a lot of light and not much shade. Is that the right way?
Yeah.
So it was a very big performance, but I thought he was great.
I'll tell you what didn't work for me.
What was that?
It was when he was like falling into insanity.
Right.
His mental health portrayal was a little bit cliche over the top for me. It kind of turned me off from his performance, to be honest.
Because you know a lot about mental health issues, don't you?
Well,
Not
I'll
through
beg your
you,
pardon.
through your work.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But it just didn't stick with me, and it kind of, that was my only real criticism.
Oh, no, I really liked him. I thought he was great.
Okay. What do you think about staging?
I thought it was staged really well. It had a set that moved a bit. There was like a bedroom area, a kitchen area, and things sort of like the table and chairs came down from the ceiling when they were in the kitchen and then went back up. And then things sort of moved up and down so they could rearrange the set into like a bar bit.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was very clever.
There was also an addition to this play, and that was music.
Oh, there was some singing.
There was some singing. Very good singing.
Well, Sharon D. Clarke, we know, is an excellent singer.
Excellent singer.
And I was very happy she got to do some numbers.
Yes, me too.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so lighting and special effects.
Special effects, there weren't really any.
Not really. I mean...
there were like some lighting.
There were some lighting
changes,
which works very well with the flashbacks.
Yeah. Lighting was good.
Yeah.
Did it?
Yeah.
I don't really know what else to say about that.
So I suppose the other thing we should really talk about is that it was a black cast.
Yeah, it was an all black. No, it wasn't. There was one white guy in it who played his boss.
But the main family were black, and obviously, well, not obviously, but when it was written, it was written, I think, for a white family.
Yeah, but I think anyone could,
I think it worked absolutely well.
Could play that.
Yeah, didn't change anything. They didn't have to make any kind of adjustments because it is a time-orientated piece. It's set in the 50s, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it worked really well.
Yeah, me too.
I'm very happy with the cast.
Great. All right. Was there anything you didn't like?
No.
Nothing
How about
at
you?
all?
Yeah, what did you
Well,
like?
I've talked about what I didn't like, really.
Yeah, you didn't like the mental health
Yeah,
stuff.
not really. The rest of it I thought was very good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the whole entire piece.
For part. Stand-up moment?
Oh, gosh. Sharon singing.
Oh.
Yeah, there we go. How about you?
I think the flashbacks. Really like the flashbacks. All the hope and, thought about the future, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Loved all of that.
Yeah. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Tick, tick, tick.
There we go. All right, so should we take a break and come back and score it?
Yeah, let's have a leisurely break.
Oh,
what should we do? Should we have some mince pies?
We could do. It's not Christmas, though. It's
Okay,
not
fine.
December yet.
Okay,
so
fine. No, we won't.
let's have some Bakewell tarts.
Okay, fine.
Great. Okay, I realise we don't have any Bakewell tarts.
No, but they look like Bakewell
They
tarts.
do.
But we're not having any anyway. They're for pudding.
Yeah, great. Right, so audience antics.
What were the audience like? Can't remember.
Oh, they were fine.
Isn't that wrong with the audience? Oh, of course, this is the theatre where the roof, a section of the roof recently collapsed.
Yes, I think 3 days after we went to see it or something.
It was, yeah. So I'm very relieved we weren't there when that happened.
I have a confession to make.
What's that?
Well,
did you go up there and
no? But as much as
saw a hole in it?
As much as I love this play,
yeah,
it's quite tired that night. And I
Yeah.
was sat there thinking, I wonder if anything could happen to stop the performance.
You jinxed it.
But it was a delayed reaction of 3 days.
Were you saying Macbeth, 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 Macbeth in your head?
Well, apparently, as we both know now, Vicky, that Macbeth isn't bad luck in a superstitious way. It's more for financial reasons.
Yeah, well...
We'll go into that another time.
Yeah, that's for a different podcast.
All right, but yeah, audience were fine, weren't they? No problems.
Yeah, not wrong with them.
No wrong with them. All right, so shall we score it?
Yes.
All right. So, performances, Vicky.
I'm going to say 10.
I'm going to say 9. Staging and technical.
I'm going to go for a 9.
I'm going to go for an 8. Narrative plot.
I'm going to go for a 9.
I'm going to go for a 10. Originality.
Originality in the way that those stages compared to other performances, I'd say a 10.
Disclaimer. Costume.
What did you go for? You didn't tell us.
Oh, I'm sorry, 8.
Okay.
Costume. I'm going to go for a 8.
An 8. I think you'll find. I'm also going to go for an 8.
Great. And was it worth it?
I'm going to say 10.
Big fat 9 for me.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so while I tot up these scores, would you like to tell the listener what we're going to see next?
I would tell our solo listener. We are going to see...
I think we've talked about this before, but you always assume there's just one person listening. Makes it feel more personal.
Whichever one person has listened to this podcast, we really appreciate it. Please, can you listen to it on a loop for several days? We're going to see Ian McKellen on stage, and we don't really know anything about it. We don't know what he's going to be doing, do we? But it's a solo show, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing Sir Ian doing whatever he might be doing. Have you done the scores yet?
Yes. Oh.
James's maths.
Okay, no, we're nearly, hold on.
He's getting his calculator out.
Yeah.
This is live maths as it's happening.
Don't pressure me. It's hard enough as it is. Right. Right. So
James is going to give the secret to how he works out the scores away. You add them up. You divide them by some numbers.
Right, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, okay, hold on, I've got it. It's been a while since I've done it, you see.
Okay, is that an excuse? Because you've done many of them. I'm not sure I can keep this chin wagging going. You've clearly added it up wrong, James. Do you want a hand?
I think I might need to do it again. Alright, so it gets 108. 108 divided by 2.
You going to edit this bit out? Keep it in.
5.4. It can't get 5.4. Right. 108 divided by 6 equals... times by 5 equals... I forgot that bit. Okay. Divided by 2 equals... Right, it gets a star rating of 4.5.
Took a while, but we got there.
Which puts it at the same level as The Worst Witch and Cypress Avenue.
Which were both very, very, very good. So I'm happy with that.
Me too. I am exhausted by all that maths.
Let's hope you never have to do it again.
Oh, let's hope so.
You will have to do it again.
Oh, well, I'm pleased to say that the theatre's in ruins.
In tatters.
The curtain's down. The play's probably been cancelled due to a really dodgy theatre. And that was, and I do hope, and seriously now, that everybody who was injured in that catastrophe,
in the accident, is all right. And I hope that the play's up and running and everyone's good and happy.
And if you are unable to see it because of that, listen to a review. That's probably just as good.
I feel like they've not closed it, but I don't know. But if you get a chance, go and watch it.
Yeah. Anyway, good night.
Good night.
If you're brave enough to have your theatre production reviewed, please contact us at 15minutetheatre@gmail.com. Find us on Twitter and please rate and review us on iTunes. Thanks for listening.